So, everybody has a little devil inside of them, just waiting to come out. When do you let yours out? Just a simple question that is answered in this episode of Daredevil Born Again, titled Excessive Force. Let me just see if I'm saying that. Yes, it is titled Excessive Force. So, in this episode, Matt and Fisk are both trying to balance their normal lives, their front facing lives, I should say, of, playing right by the book, and their darker lives. In Matt's case, going and finding Muse, and for Fisk, it's torturing Adam even more. This episode was really, really good and really, really interesting. I just remember a lot of the discussion around the first run of the show on Netflix, and it's showing the dualities of Matt and Fisk, and how they are very much the same person if you look at it from a certain lens. And this episode does that tremendously in spades. With Matt's case, it is Angela Ayala, the believe niece, because Angela or Hector was Angela's uncle, I believe. So I think I have that. I think I have that relation correct. Angela goes to Matt and says, people should be doing something about this, and no one's doing a single thing. And so Angela decides and go and try to find Muse, but ends up getting taken by him. And so it is up to Matt to rescue her. And the fight that goes down between Daredevil and Muse is really, really good. I did not think Muse had much fighting ability to him, but he impressed me a lot in this sequence. I thought he did a really, really good job. Whoever the stunt actor was from Muse, great job on that. Really, really good job. I also found, before I talk about what I would want to talk about, continuing with my thread, let's talk about Fisk's story. Fisk is not only having to deal with the perceptions and the reality of him being mayor, like making appearances, putting on a front, and all that stuff. He also had to deal with Luca, who came in, and he negotiated the 1.8 to being a 2.8. And, making all these appearances, and also learning about Muse and how much of a toll he has taken, or how much of a body count he has taken on the city. And Fisk is wanting to do something because he just zones everybody out who's talking about Muse, and he says, look, we're gonna do things my way. He puts together his own task force, which includes Powell, one of the dirty cops, and we actually get to see Cole North, who, from set photos, I believe, had on Punisher-inspired gear. So I'm going to assume that this anti-vigilante task force that Fisk's put together is definitely the guys who are co-opting Punisher's, I want to say IP, but he's branding, essentially, the skull and using it as their own. And then, of course, Fisk goes down and takes care of Adam. Not killing him, although he did bring down an axe for Adam to use, and they have well, I'm not even going to say a fight. Adam just gets beat up by Fisk. And I sincerely thought that Fisk was actually going to kill Adam, but no, he just beats him up enough to just leave him unconscious and puts him back in his cell. And I love the syncing of the fights between Daredevil and Muse, and then Fisk and Adam. When Fisk went to do a headbutt, it cut immediately back over to Daredevil and Muse, and Daredevil's giving Muse a headbutt. Just really, really good intercutting between the fights to show that Kingpin and Daredevil are basically one and the same. And I just love that the continuing thread of they're basically the same character has carried on over from the Netflix show to this show. I absolutely love that. For a second, I thought Angela was going to die, but no, actually, in an inverse moment of what happened at the beginning of the season, Matt is actually able to save Angela, and she's able to live on and potentially become the next White Tiger in the MCU. But Muse does slip away. Matt was choking him with his with like either a cord or a rope, and Muse was able to slip away. And I just love the ending line. Angela says, "Daredevil, is that you?" And Daredevil basically says, "Yeah, it's me. I'm back." And boy, howdy, are we glad that he is back, because I have a feeling that the task force is going to be taken down. Something may happen with Fisk and Vanessa. Don't know what, but it's going to be very, very interesting. And I am so excited to see what these last 3 episodes have in store for us. It's going to be so, so good. But yeah, this show just keeps getting better and better and better. I've seen so many doubters say, like, the characters don't feel right. Well, tell me that after watching these 2 episodes, because these 2 episodes were really, really good. But yeah, that is my review of episode 6 of Daredevil Born Again. I will see you guys next week for my review of episode 7. But until then, guys, I'll catch you later.